asking for. Hi, everybody. So this is for the Earth signs. This is going to be like a collective Earth tribe reading because I did not get to you guys yesterday for the shorts. So this is going to be for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, okay? So if you have all these placements in your chart, mwah, chef's kiss, baby, because this is definitely your reading. So I know I have Capricorn and Virgo in my chart, definitely. Rather significant placement, especially Capricorn. I don't believe I have Taurus, though I'm not sure. If I do have Taurus, it's like my asteroid or my galaxy speck. You know, it's like some speck in the galaxy is in Taurus for you, like Mazel Tov, you know what I'm saying? But anyway. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm feeling Taurus energy strong, so I always think of Taurus as the most lighthearted of the earth signs, right? Like anytime I feel Taurus energy, it's always like jovial, it's always funny, you know? It's always like, it's not that serious. Okay, woo, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, though, or not 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reverse. This might be serious, so let's keep going. I did see the Queen of Swords, bottom deck energy, so somebody could be losing a fair chunk of money in a divorce, okay? But it's going to be worth it because this person's going to get their freedom, okay? It's going to be worth it in the end, so it's like you're paying your own ransom, basically. Yeah, you're paying your own ransom here. Let's see what this one is. I wanted to come out again. Yeah, no, your ancestors are. Okay, great. Yeah, your ancestors are paying your ransom for you, okay? So, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's like maybe you've been targeted. I want to get something on that. What do we got for that here? What's with that? Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're being targeted. You were targeted by the sexy woman. You were targeted by the sexy woman, okay? So, you know, it happens to the best of them. See, you got one of those sexy witches on your heels. So, I mean, clearly we're all responsible for our own actions, so on and so forth. But if somebody knows your weaknesses, if somebody knows your vulnerabilities, they can absolutely, I mean, that's how black magic works. They study you and then they throw curses, very specific curses at you, right? Okay. But yeah, or you just could have gotten beguiled. Somebody targeted you, beguiled you, or targeted this, whoever we're talking about. Yeah, this is my... This Queen of Wands even could have come in between, like, a marriage or an engagement or a couple or a family. Somebody could have, like, homewrecker energy or some shit. I don't know. Let's keep going. What's this story here? The Emperor. Okay. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, it's like somebody was led astray. Ah, here she is. Here she is. Yeah. Somebody was led astray by this woman with all this clout. She seemed like she was a very sweet, generous, kind soul. Now, I suppose the Two of Swords doesn't have to be a negative card. Like, it could be that this Emperor is... How do I want to put this? No, because it's the Queen of Wands targeting. She's the one throwing the knives. She's coming out here. She's the one. And she's not the blonde in this picture. So, somebody's targeting this Emperor. What's going on here? It's like somebody wants to replace Nine of Pentacles. I don't know why she'd be targeting him because she's already got money. Unless that's just a wealth of knowledge. Because see how she's sitting underneath the tree, but she's reading the book there? That could be the cakes. That could be the cakes and ale that Wiccans, anyway, that some witches, in particular Wiccans, use But a Wiccan wouldn't do, like... Wiccans have ethics, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this was a Wiccan, then her intention to pull in her emperor... Her intention was to pull in her emperor, and instead... Well, she's pulled him in, but... He's... Okay. It's like she's pulling him in. Excuse me, I'm spinning. Okay, so I might be on the right track here. She's like she's pulling him in and out of an unhappy situation. Like he's probably already unhappy. Hermit, bottom deck energy. Yeah, somebody was already looking. Yeah, but they felt held back. The Hermit followed up by the Hangman. Yeah. Nine of Swords. Okay, maybe this is her as well. Yeah, she did some wow, look at this. This little witch here. My goodness, yeah, she was unhappy and did some magic. She was unhappy or is unhappy and is basically doing, like, separation magic, right? It's like she's trying to get out. She wants to be single again. So that she wants to be single so that her emperor can come into her life. It's like... It's almost like she walked away from one bad situation just as soon as she had gotten up and fucking pulled herself together. Just as soon as she had gotten up and turned her back and healed, she walked smack dab into another fucked up situation that she's now working on getting herself out of. Okay? It's like she went from, like, a traitor to a clinger, right? Like a mooch or like a codependent, you know? Like, can't even take a shit without somebody knocking on the door. Are you coming back soon? Like that kind of thing. So, I feel like she's feeling suffocated, maybe? Yeah, this is the truth. Yeah. So, I don't think she intended, keep going, this is the truth. So, if this is you didn't intend to pull in this particular emperor who already has a family or did anyway. Remember, yous mirror each other, so you didn't try to, you didn't intend to, but this is what's happening, right? It's like, you know the story about Helen and Paris? Well, it's Paris' story, really. Story of the Golden Apple. Okay, real quick. So, I can't remember whose wedding it was. I think it was the ocean goddess. Not Poseidon's wife, but Poseidon and... Like, it's like Poseidon's great aunt or some shit, right? Like a Titaness. Like an ocean Titaness. She was getting married, I think, to like a mortal or a demigod or something like that. And everybody got invited except Iris, the goddess of chaos, okay? So, she was like, well, fine. Fuck yous. She threw a golden apple into it. She's like, fine, I'll stir some shit up. How you like me now? Because Eris's blessings is not causing chaos, right? Like, just because Eris is there doesn't mean shit's going to go crazy. Like, Eris is blessed. This is the whole idea of the dark aspect of divinity, right? So the light aspect, its blessing is in the giving, but in the dark aspect, the blessing is in the withholding, right? Like, I can withhold chaos from your life. I can withhold disease, sickness, physical death. I can withhold these things, right? Anywho, so let me finish telling the story. Yeah, that's the 3, okay. Anywho, so she's like, fine, fuck you, check this shit out. So she scribbled, to the fairest, right? And she threw that gold apple into the wedding party, and 3 goddesses claimed it. Hera, or Juno, queen of the gods. Athena, goddess of... she's the one who gestated... Well, she was born in by her mother in Zeus's tummy, and then she came of age in Zeus's head. So she's like the goddess of fucking wisdom and strategy and shit. She claimed it too because she's still a goddess after all, right? Like, she's still a girl. She's like, bitch, I'll take that. Like, bitch, I thought you was a war goddess. What do you care? Bitch, I'm still a girl. Like, hand it over. Like, wisdom is beauty, bitch, give it. Bitch, wisdom is beauty. Give it to me. I'm the fairest. Give it to me now. Is kind of how it was going down. And then, of course, Aphrodite, which to me, it's like goddess of love and beauty. You know, it's kind of in the title. Anywho, so they decided they would go to a mortal man, and this mortal man's name, coincidentally, was Paris, okay? And they're like, what do you think? And they each bribed him. Juno, or Hera, was like, I will give you all the power in the world if you pick me. I will give you all the power in the world. I will give you sovereignty over everything in the world. Don't even trip about it. And he's like, that's fascinating. Athena came up and she was like, I will give you all the wisdom of the world, and you'll win every battle that you ever fucking, any battle, period. Won, done, right? Answered any question, solution to any problem, you got it, baby. End of discussion. He's like, that's pretty good too. Aphrodite comes up. She says, I'll give you the most beautiful fucking bitch in the world. He said, done! Now, what Aphrodite had not considered, interestingly enough, is the fact that the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen, Princess of Sparta, was already engaged. But Aphrodite, because I just peeped the Four of Wands. So that, you know what that tells me? Aphrodite didn't give a flying fuck because she knew that Helen and Paris were flames anyway, and they were meant to be together, and this was the only way for her will to be enacted. The only way for Aphrodite's will to be enacted was for chaos to ensue. Now, why is that? Baby, look at this. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important for theological reasons because Eris is the sister of Ares, the god of war, and Aphrodite and Ares are basically lovers, right? Like, she's married to Hephaestus, but she's not in love with him. That's Zeus's, basically it was an arranged marriage. Like, Zeus put Aphrodite with, because she's the Helen of the gods, if you will, right? Like, it was going to be war. So Zeus, because he's the father god, right? Zeus's word is final. Well, they're all father gods to an extent, but he's like king. He's like the father king, right? Anyway, so his shit's final. So he basically arranged this marriage with Aphrodite, but because Aphrodite is the embodiment of love, desire, passion, so on and so forth, she can't be restrained, she can't be contained. So her and Ares gravitate towards each other. Now, why is this significant? Because love makes you crazy, right? Like literally, that's the whole pairing of the goddess of love and beauty and pleasure with the god of war and conquest, the brother of chaos. The whole reason to do that is to remind and to illustrate how untamable, uncontrollable, unfathomable, and even destructive human emotion can be. Okay, so this is what happened to you, right? So you are Paris, divine feminine, and you called in your Helen, who in this case is your divine masculine, right? So that's what's going on here. That's why things have seemed so, I want to say touch and go, but who is this? Water? No, fuck that. This is Earth. This is Earth tribe. So this is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay. So yeah, just don't beat yourself up or anything, okay? Because just remember the story of Helen and Paris, and remember that even though she seems wild and unpredictable and what's the word I'm looking for? Fickle, that Aphrodite is a goddess, right? And gods are full of divine wisdom. Just trust the process, okay? There isn't anything you need to do. Don't try to rush it either, okay? Don't do if one of you's thinking about it, you can do a cord cutting ceremony for your own attachments, but don't do a cord cutting ceremony for anybody else, okay? Like, that's black magic, okay? That, now you're fucking with people's free will, so don't do that. Don't try to do a cord cutting. I don't care how much somebody calls and complains and bitches. Do not do a cord cutting ceremony for, two people. When you're not one of them. You see what I'm getting at? Like, that's... No. That's how you end up cursing yourself, right? Because people do breakup spells, they try to break two people up. They try to cut the cord but it's none of their fucking business, right? So, cut the cord only with the unhealthy attachments that you suffer from, okay? Yeah, something about money is significant here. The feminine's got it and the masculine is holding on to his. Yeah, I'm picking up there's a divorce. There's a divorce going on and he's gonna take a big cut. But it's like they always do, right? Particularly masculines. Yeah, but I mean, it's a small price to pay for freedom. Yeah, that's the truth. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let this go because I'm getting hungry. So, Earth signs, this is for you. Mwah.